Yeah. All pro, JAFFOs, ball out, Pro Bowl, Tony Romo, 40-yard dash, boy, don't be slow-mo. Get on the court, boy, I'm in go. Outside in the sun like Elliot Kobo. I'm running fast, LA de la Cruz. Turn on the JAFFOs, get my news. 7FL doing good, how I knew. All pro, JAFFO, the all pro, jump talk sports. They speak facts, you talk smack, you get sacked. Come tune in, sit in chat, sport you like, they speak all that.
Hey yo, everybody!
Yo, is that?
Oh,
That's the first
you
time
hadn't seen the new one yet, huh?
That's the first time I've seen it too.
Oh, the first time you seen
Yeah,
it? Oh shit!
shit.
My bad. Damn, I didn't. I thought y'all have seen it before. I can't. I thought.
Nope.
Oh, anyway, hey yo, everybody! Welcome to the show. All Pro JAFFOs bringing you another episode, highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. I'm your host JP. Alongside me, as always, the greatest DJ in the entire world. Don't fucking tell him what to play, Mr. DJ Matchstick.
Tell me shit these days.
And then with us coming back, the younger brother. You guys saw him on with me this morning on the Pernita Bros podcast. And my younger brother, CJ, the quarterback, the sunshine, whatever else you want to call him, our Formula One aficionado. CJ, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
So I wanted to say something real quick as we're starting the show. I didn't tell the guys or whatever what it was that I was going to be, or what I was going to say at the beginning of the show. So this is completely new, or they didn't know that I was going to do this. Unfortunately, we're going through some changes on the show. I say unfortunately in a sense, not in like a bad way, but it's just going to be different here on the show from here on out. The 6'10" beast from the southeast, Mr. Country K, will no longer be with the JAFFOs anymore. He's going off. He's doing his projects. Got a lot of the things that he's going through and doing. So we wish him absolutely nothing but the best. He one of the pillars of the show. Him and Mad Sticks. I've said this from the beginning. Him and Mad Sticks were the first ones to join me and help me out with this. And I've got nothing but love for the man, and I hope everything that goes on for him and his future endeavors and everything else like that goes great, because he deserves it. Really talented editor, really talented athlete, so you can go see him and stuff like that too. But Country K will now no longer be a part of the All Pro JAFFOs, unfortunately. So best of luck for him. Love you, K. Good luck on everything else, my friend. And hopefully we'll get him back on the show as a guest or something, maybe a reunion show or whatever down the line. We'll get that figured out. But just so for some of you who come on the show and the next few episodes you see going, hey, what happened to Country K? Just letting you know what's going on now. So moving on. Caleb, we haven't talked much about Formula One on the show because you haven't fucking been on the show lately. So let's talk a little bit of Formula One.
A lot of night games.
A lot of night games. You've been playing softball.
Yeah.
You've been playing softball, winning softball championships out there in Dallas, Texas. Like it. But since you've been doing that, you obviously still been paying attention to Formula One.
I've been trying to keep up with it. I've been watching the races and stuff. I haven't been watching too many of the practices and all that, but
what's this I'm hearing about McLaren cheating?
I have no idea.
Apparently Red Bull has been or has accused McLaren for using either, I think it was an illegal part or something like that, something like the cooling system, like an extra hole or something like that in the what do they call it, the fucking side of the that so much so that that McLaren actually had to tape up those said holes during the race.
Mm-hmm.
So Red Bull is basically put in a complaint to the FIA.
FIA.
FIA. There we go. I don't know why I said FAIA. I'm thinking of a completely different organization. I'm thinking about literally Argentina's soccer team. But we're pretty deep into the season already.
Yeah.
But there are some hints that maybe the dominant run of Max Verstappen is coming to a quick and unexpected halt.
No, I honestly, they did everything right. Beat McLaren. They got one thing wrong, and they still came in second. I mean, and those tracks are not Red Bull friendly. You know what I mean? But honestly, like, it's great for the sport that there's 6 different freaking Grand Prix winners this year. 6.
That doesn't happen too often.
No, it doesn't.
So
It doesn't. Hamilton won. Hamilton fucking won, bro.
Yeah,
The
finally.
British Grand Prix, bro. The British Grand Prix. Hamilton won that shit, bro.
That's big time. Especially for
That's
him.
Hamilton's first win in like over 1,000 days.
Which is pretty wild to think about considering who Lewis Hamilton is.
Exactly. Like, so that, and then it's his home race as well. Like,
that's big time for him.
That's fucking big time, bro.
Yeah. That was good. I saw that. I was like, hey, good for him.
And honestly, if Max had 1 extra lap or 2 extra laps, he would have caught him. No, he would have. He was within 4 seconds at the end of the race.
So how many races we got left in the season?
We haven't even. I don't even think we've hit summer break yet.
Oh fuck! But still, we've still got a long ass way to go.
We're still in the first half of the season. I think it's 23 races.
God damn! It feels like all 23 of those races have already gone by. It's been
12. It's
been so damn long.
12. So I think after this one, I think they go on the summer break and then they hit the last like 11 or 9, gotcha. 9 or 11 on the back half. So I think there might be a couple more races, maybe.
All right. But is Max still pretty safe when it comes to being a driver champion?
I mean, as long as he's won enough to actually do that, you know, as long as somebody, you know, as long as Lando Norris doesn't just like win out from here, you know, and Max is still Max, so he's always going to be in contention to fucking win. He's either been first or he's been second in every race. Yeah, besides the DNF, I think.
And if he keeps up with that in the points and stuff, there's definitely no chance that he loses at all.
You know.
So, if I'm not mistaken, there's a new Drive to Survive season coming out.
Probably.
Not cover. Was it? Did the one that covered last year that already happened? Huh?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. They're all. I mean,
we won't get the next season until I think February next year.
Oh, they've already been teasing it and stuff like that. I've been seeing. In some places, but you know, Formula One still exciting shit. The best races in the world.
I mean, the past 2 years it's been nothing but Max Verstappen versus dominance. So I mean, to have 6 different freaking Grand Prix champions in 12 races, like, that's crazy.
It's good news for F1. That keeps things exciting.
Honestly, it is. It is.
Definitely keeps things exciting because, you know, we've had plenty of Formula One talks before last season and everything else like that that got pretty stale.
Especially with McLaren and Lando Norris, he's a huge draw too because, you know, he's like
kid.
He's the fucking baby. He's literally a babyface assassin, bro. Like,
that's pretty truthful. So we'll see what comes out more about that. Hopefully, I'd love to see neck and neck races all the way until the end. Yeah. So we'll see again. You know, 12 races already happened, 6 different winners. Max is leading the polls still, but that could all change in the back half of the season. So we'll see what happens. NBA wise, Mad Sticks, I wanted to talk about your Lakers real quick. We talked about it a little bit before we started the show, but I wanted to hear a little bit more of it now. Do you think Bronny was worth it?
I mean, we all knew Bronny really wasn't worth it, but look who his dad is. So, like I say, money talk. So, I mean, hopefully he turns out to be great. I mean, he ain't gonna be one of the greatest, but I mean, hopefully he turns out to be good. We don't know. Like it's summer league, it's all And to me, like everybody gave him, shit. But you got to remember, like this dude had a fucking heart condition in college, so we never really seen his full potential in school. Granted, he should have stayed another year, but
I think so.
We don't really know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, no, I thought he should have stayed another year, maybe.
If he stays one more year, that's one more year that he can slow everything down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he just kind of looks like, from what I've seen, he looks like skittish.
Yeah,
like he's trying to do too much.
And if he looks that way in summer league, he looks that way in summer league, though. That's where I'm like, you don't get the best of the best in summer league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't get the top tier guys in summer league.
He'll settle down. He'll settle down.
He scored. He scored 15 a day. So
I mean, he'll settle down eventually, especially with his father being his father. Like, you have one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He's literally your father. You're in the NBA. Like,
you've already made it.
You're already there. You're not going to go to the G League. Dad's not going to let it happen.
Nah, like I said before, the amount of talent that he got around him, just being who his dad is, to develop this kid.
Yeah. And that's probably what they drafted him on. LeBron probably said, I will make sure he will be right by the time he's ready. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably a big consideration that the Lakers took in, especially getting him at fucking 55.
Second rounder.
That
was still a little generous. I'm not gonna lie.
There were a lot of guys who, in the moving up or whatever, that they could have gone with. Or
there's some cat, I can't think of his name, that's doing worse than him. So
there's always going to be somebody that's worse. There's always going to be somebody that's worse. Hey, you're when you're dropping 15 points, in summer league and stuff like that, I guess that's signs of greatness or whatever, because I'm seeing people overreacting like a motherfucker to this shit. It's just summer league.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he's not playing. Like, if he dropped, like, he has a stat like, he had 15 points, he had 5 rebounds and 3 assists. He did really good against scrubs. Against the players that they don't know if they're going to make the G League or not. They don't know. Like, this is, I'm not going to say scrubs because
they was all
you're playing. You're playing for an NBA roster spot. But comparatively speaking to the top tier of the NBA, you're playing the bottom of the barrel in the NBA when you're playing summer league.
Yeah, not necessarily, because you figure every NBA player that got drafted came through the summer league.
Yeah,
and none of them scrubs. Most of them had to come through the summer league.
But I do hear what you're saying, because this past draft class was cheeks.
Yeah, it was. We don't know who I watched WNBA.
Everybody know who Caitlin Clark is, but nobody know who the fuck is in the.
We were all paying attention to the women's side this year. Caitlin and Angel Reese have done for the WNBA what Magic and Bird did to the NBA when they got in. Saving the fucking league, because with them now, WNBA signs that $1 billion contract now that's going to quadruple their salary.
All this shit that the WNBA has been talking about Caitlin Clark, and all she does bring to the thing is shoot threes, this, and that, and all she does is shoot threes. We can all shoot threes, all the bullshit. And then at the 3-point competition, you don't even get her there.
She didn't want to.
What?
She said she didn't. I saw that too. It's like, Caitlin Clark not in the 3-point. I was like, what? Not in the. But she came in herself. She's like, the reason why she's not doing it is because she needs a break.
Shit.
So
is she even an all-star?
Yeah, an all-star team WNBA, I think.
What's the other team
playing together?
Yeah, her and Angel Reese are playing together on that team.
Oh God.
You can see the shade. You can tell, like, I think in college it was kind of cool, but it's like now I don't really think they feel each other because they was out there shooting from half court after the game, and Caitlin missed and Angel Reese made it. Everybody high fiving Angel Reese, and Caitlin Clark started shooting at the other end. Didn't even acknowledge that she made it. Like, you salty ass. You fucking salty ass.
I mean, maybe Caitlyn remembers some of the shit that Angel's been taught. Like, we're not going to sit here and act like either one of these women have been angels when it comes to them being in the W. Caitlin Clark talks just as much shit as anybody else in the league, if
But
not
the way
more.
she does it though is she does it so subtly. Like everything is always, I ain't worried about that shit.
She's on that Tim Duncan shit talking.
Yeah, she's like, I ain't worried about it. I don't care. Y'all are making this thing into a whole no. It's nothing to me. I don't think about this.
It's all competitive when
She's
it
like,
comes
I
to
think about the game. I think that's it.
But like I was also looking at it going I mean, there's going to be haters and stuff like that, but everyone's like, oh, she leads in turnovers and this, and that. I was like, she also leads in assists. And when you're the point, she also broke the WNBA record in assists.
Not
with
the rookie
fucking
record.
Team. The whole league.
The whole league. The history of the whole league. Nobody's ever had 19 assists.
19 assists and people, and yeah, they still lost. But I'm telling you, and I've been telling people this whole time, the turnovers are not a reflection of who Caitlin Clark is. The turnovers are a reflection exactly of who the Indiana Fever are. If you've seen some of these turnovers and some of these passes and stuff, it's ridiculous.
It's maybe like 25%, 20% of the passes that she's throwing. The actual number is like 25%.
What, that she's like turned over, that's her fault?
Like the turnovers that people are saying, oh, her teammates can't catch it. It's not half. It's like 20-25% is the actual number.
Still, that's a big fucking number.
I mean, she's got a lot of fucking turnovers this year. Yeah, there were some passes that should have been handled and, should have been that were, I mean, right in the breadbasket. And then that's all you're going to see, though. But
when you think of turnovers and stuff like that, you're talking about somebody who has the ball in her hands pretty much on every possession.
Yeah.
She is the point guard of the team, of a team that's pretty fucking trash.
Well, the team's has not willing to accept her. A whole
hell of a lot more.
The team's not willing to accept her.
I kind of think that too.
Like,
but is that on Caitlin though?
I don't.
The media made her out to be the Great White Hope.
Yeah.
So the media spun that whole thing with her and Angel Reese. It's black. Basically, they made it was black against white. That's what it turned out to be. She the Great White Hope, and the media just spun that shit and they just run with it. If you watch the media, you get one media outlet that all they talk about is Angel Reese, and you get the other ones that all they talk about is Caitlin Clark. You can't never get them. So
talking to, I mean, and we talked about it before, like.
Honestly,
the fact that race was even being put into any of this
rookie of the year, though, I do believe that Angel Reese lost all credibility after stat padding that game, like in her bid for rookie of the year.
I mean, I feel like when you and Matt Sticks here, maybe you can answer
and the fact that we're praising double doubles, not triple doubles, double doubles.
We're talking about a different league here, but Matt
I
Sticks,
understand that.
Let me ask Matt Sticks this. Hold on, let me ask Matt Sticks this. Do you deserve Rookie of the Year when you're shooting 25% from 4 feet or shorter?
Oh my god!
Hey, she just ain't an inside shooter, but she be hitting from the outside.
But how you have 8 points with 7 seconds left in the game when you have that many rebounds? Offensive rebounds as well.
The offensive rebounds she's getting are her own misses. I'm just letting y'all know this.
Like when she's sitting there like screaming for the ball and like with her hands in the air, and there's like 7 seconds left, and there's like a 6-point difference. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then like throwing a fit and like walking off the court. Oh my god. That was a bad. All that shit went out the window for Rookie of the Year for me personally.
You can call double like, oh, she got this many double doubles. I was like, yeah, Candace Parker had that many double doubles, not fucking getting her own offensive rebounds.
You know,
in my opinion, Candace Parker's double double record should still be, because again, you can look at the film.
It's so funny, bro.
I've never seen a positional player at the 4 or 5 spot miss that many dead on layups.
Bro, how many times? Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Because it's the funniest shit ever. Every time you see, why is it that nobody guards her when she gets the ball outside of the key? Nobody guards
her. Can't shoot.
And
they barely guard her when she's inside. When she's have you seen?
I mean,
all we're seeing is this.
She be getting whacked around too.
But she does, but like most of the time, all we're seeing, like when it comes to her getting her own rebounds and putting them back up and all that, this is all I'm seeing. Is it? No attempt to go after the ball. No.
She's boxing out, man. Like, can't go over the back. And they can't jump over her.
She's bigger than most of the people.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just I don't.
It's just crazy to watch. I'm not
gonna give somebody credit for getting their own rebounds and shooting 25% or less from 4 feet. I'm just not gonna do it. Like, is she good? Sure. Is she a face? Is she a name that they can definitely build off of, the WNBA? Absolutely they can. But holy shit. Something's got to give. She's got to get a whole hell of a lot better. Maybe there's nerves or something like that when it comes into it. I have no idea. But you cannot be a 4-5 shooting 25% from the glass. You can't. You can't. Like you can say, "Oh, I got double doubles. I got this. I got that. All that." You can. We know the facts.
So your stat pattern with 7 seconds left and a 7-point lead. Like, what are you doing? Like,
all right, Russell. Like, damn.
So she shoots. Angel Reese shoots 46.4% from less than 5 feet.
Oh, now she got better, huh?
Yeah, 12% from 5 to 9 and 25% from 10 to 14.
I'm sorry, you said 12% from how far?
12% from 5 to 9 feet.
Okay,
so she's how much from the layup?
46.4.
46%.
She went from 25 to 46%. Okay, that's an improvement. That's good.
46.
That's good.
Basically, her shooting average is 40.
I gave him a greenie, babe.
It's a what?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
40.2.
40.2% field goal percentage.
Yeah, and Caitlin Clark is 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like Caitlin Clark puts up way more shots than she does.
Hey, the percentage speaks for itself. It don't even matter.
The percentage is fine, but what are the attempts?
Well, for Angel Reese, 115 out of 280. Or what that say? I need some goddamn glasses. Hold on, let me make that bigger. 115 out of 286.
Readers.
If I gotta get glasses, I'm about to give me some goggles. I have to roll around with some goggles. Watch.
You got to get the Kareem goggles.
Yeah. I gotta wear glasses. I'm getting some goggles. I'm about to be DJing with some goggles on. So yeah, Angel Reese is 115 for 286. Then Kate.
286 attempts. Okay. 40.2%.
She can get a lot of attempts.
I feel Caitlin's doubled that.
I don't think
her attempts wise.
She's definitely got more points.
More points and more attempts.
She's already hit 500.
Fastest one to get to that point too. Wait, I'm Fastest looking at it. He's squinting a little bit, putting his head back. You know that old people, we got to look back.
It's light, yeah, you know.
You holding an iPad?
Nah, I'm on my phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
If it was an iPad, that would have been so much funny.
Right.
That would have been so much better. I feel. Hold on. I
I'm
feel
not
like
googling nothing.
it can't be that.
All right, so Caitlin Clark, 5 to 9 feet, she shoots 36.4%, 10 to 14, 44%, 15 to 19, 28%, and then 20 to 24, 31%.
So she's shooting 31% from behind the arc.
Yeah.
What's the total attempts? You said the field goal percentage was 45, but what was the attempts?
2024, she 138 and a 341.
For 341.
Mm-hmm.
About a little over 100 shots more
No,
taken.
less. It's like 60 or 70.
Where was Angel
You
Reese
said like
again?
280 something, right?
286.
something.
Yeah,
Sorry,
287. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So just under 100 total shots. Okay, so it's not that. But you don't see Angel Reese taking many shots from behind the arc. If any.
At least nobody's willing to guard her while she's there.
From 25 to 29 feet, she's only made 43 out of 136 attempts.
We talking Clark?
Yeah. From 25 to 29 feet.
Huh.
Hey, what if she passed that? Do they have that stat? Because she'd be taking shots from half court.
I was gonna say, is she like 60% from fucking half?
Yeah, from 24 feet out, she's 70 for 209.
70 for 209.
But she does that
She's
every
putting
game.
up shots like fucking.
She does that
crazy.
every game, bro. She does
That's
that
like
every
24
game.
plus feet, yeah. So
Her first touch of the game or whatever, she walks up and she goes from the logo and just fucking launches that shit. And then if that's kind of her thing, because if she does, then they gotta guard her from way the fuck out there, and she's like fucking actually strong, bro. Like she will blow past some girls. Like
I mean, she got a half apple. No, I was playing.
You're wrong for that one. You're wrong for that one. Yeah, and Brittany Griner's been secretly Joanna Man this entire time. I don't want to hear it. I ain't trying to.
She might have a baby.
Shumpert, when he was talking about
Brittany Griner came out that she pregnant.
Hold on, what?
Brittany Griner. She might have a baby.
congratulations.
No,
Yeah,
congratulations. Yeah, but I thought she was the wait. I
know a whole lot of women couples that got babies.
No, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying you don't
know. You don't know.
She's not the.
Hey, maybe she wants a D1 baby, bro. Like,
I mean, it could have came from Russia.
That's what I'm saying.
This motherfucker. See. Fucking this is all jokes, people. This is all jokes. Let's just get that straight, okay? This is all jokes. Relax. Take a fucking breather. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. Take the stick up out of your ass, place it firmly on the side. It's okay.
Keep it in there and spin on that shit.
But yeah, I mean, because of this rookie class, or because of this, these two, that the media is all on.
Yeah.
Like, they should be getting the respect they deserve, and I feel like they get hated on more than anybody else. And there is a whole hell of a lot of jealousy going on in that league as well, whether they want to admit it or not.
See, Caitlin Clark right now, this past month, she has been playing angry as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ever since they
This
quote
past
unquote
month,
snubbed her from the USA team.
this past month, she has been damn near unstoppable, and it just sucks that she has no support around her. I feel like she knows what LeBron is went through. You know what I mean? In Cleveland, all
in
those
Cleveland,
years. You know what I mean?
being the best one on the scrub team.
And not getting no help, from your coach, getting no help from up front in the office.
Terrible, fucking terrible.
How
I mean,
long
hey,
how long have the people been calling for Christy Sides' head?
why? What do you expect from a team that last year only won 5 games?
And then they cut their best defensive player.
I mean, couldn't be much of a defensive player again if they're only winning 5 games out of the goddamn season.
They had
You're not playing a whole hell of a lot of
I think
defense.
they played only 5 minutes total before they cut her. Like they didn't even give her a chance.
So how are you the best defender? You only play 5 minutes.
I don't know.
Or that could just automatically say how bad
I think her and Boston played the same position.
Oh, and you're not going to choose anybody over Aaliyah Boston. She's the best player on that team, minus Caitlin Clark. But even then, Aaliyah Boston's having some trouble during this whole run and stretch as well. So I mean, you would think Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, that would be a 1-2 combo that would be fucking going nuts. But everybody around them, it's just not. It's not working out the way it should be. And I don't know if it's just because the skill level that's where they're at, or if it's like legitimate animosity.
I don't know. And the fact that Christy Sides thinks she has to coach Caitlin Clark is fucking laughable. You don't coach that. You let that fucking do whatever the fuck it wants. Coach
you got to be able to coach something, no?
No.
Caitlin Clark needs no coaching.
No, you don't fuck that kind of talent. Get the fuck out of her way, bro. We talked about this earlier today. We talked about this. They need to get the fuck out the way and let it do what it does.
Yeah. I guess. But we also talked about when it came to go ahead.
This whole thing about her not getting the ball in the final minutes of the game. Christy Sides almost blowing a 31-point fucking lead.
Yeah. I don't know what you're trying to prove there as a coach.
Fucking bullshit.
Or whatever, but you cannot not have the ball in your best player's hands in the last few minutes.
Continuously done that.
Yeah. And that's on coach. They'll probably have a new head coach. Don Staley will be the coach of the Indiana Fever next year. Watch.
Nah, Don Staley don't want to coach her either. Nobody wants to coach Caitlin Clark. I don't know why.
I don't understand either, man. I don't understand why
the lady what they need to do is hire the lady from Iowa.
Is that the only one who will coach her?
Well, she's the one who knows just to get the fuck out the way. Caitlin Clark led that Iowa team to, national championship games. Now I know they didn't win because obviously when you have teams like fucking LSU and fucking UConn, they're stacked. They have deep benches. All Iowa had was Caitlin Clark. That was it.
Yep. And that girl who's on the Aces right now.
That's all they had.
But that was like super secondary player.
Super
secondary. But I guess kind of going back to Bronny, I don't know, man. With him, I mean, we've said it before, he needed another year. I think he should go to the G League for his own good. We know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think his younger brother, Bryce, is better than him.
He's a monster, bro.
And is going to be better than him.
He's got a vert on him that is disgusting.
Isn't he bigger than Bronny right now?
Yeah, I think he's taller.
Bronny's only what, 6'1", 6'2"?
I don't know.
Yeah, they had Bronny listed at 6'2". Bryce is like, I think 6'5" right now, 6'5", almost 6'6".
He's a big kid, but he can get up.
Yeah, he can jump out the gym.
Bronny got LeBron's looks, and Bryce got his athleticism.
Bryce is 6'6".
Bryce is 6'6", yeah.
6'6".
He got his daddy's athleticism, and Bronny got his face.
A little bit of athleticism, no?
I mean, when you have that much, it's got to trickle down. You know what I mean? But like, Bryce is a freak, dude. Like,
yeah, that kid's pretty nuts. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think him.
But that's the thing about the NBA, bro. Like, that shit has literally become a freak show. They are literally everybody in the NBA, even in the WNBA, are little freak shows, bro. They're physical anomalies.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty wild. I did want to say, like, I know a lot of people are talking about, like, oh, the only reason why Bronny's there is because of LeBron. It's all nepotism. It's all this, and that.
We know that.
And then Woj came out. He's like, I don't want to hear anybody talking about nepotism. You know, everybody. You know, there's nepotism all over the league and this, and that.
Who said that?
Wojnarowski. He's the top. He's like the fucking Ian Rappaport of the of the NBA.
Oh.
He's like the inside source that everybody goes to. Woj is the one that everybody goes to. And he's over here. He's like, there's nepotism everywhere in the league. I'm like, yeah, but I think there's a difference in nepotism at this point. Because I think when you're talking about nepotism on anybody who's not LeBron, like, let's talk about, we'll talk about Carmelo Anthony's kids, Carl Boozer's kids, anybody else's kids or whatever.
They're all retired.
They're fucking talented.
They're all retired, though.
But regardless whether they're retired or not, their kids are actually talented. Like, actually good. Maybe not as good as their dad was, but they're fucking legit. They got the size, the athleticism, and everything. Bronny, I'm not saying he doesn't have skill, but it's not like, if we're gonna go on the Nepo babies on who has the best skill, Bronny is not on the top 5 to top 10 list of Nepo babies in the NBA when it comes to skill.
But I'm thinking also there's a difference because LeBron James is still in the league and he's still playing and he's still running the fucking LA organization. I feel like that's a little different compared to, these other players who have kids and they get up to the league, they get to that age and the dude's already out of the organization. Like, they worked for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like Bronny didn't work, because at that level, everybody works hard, right?
Yeah.
In D1, everybody works hard, but that can only take you so far in a league of freak shows. Literal physical anomalies. People are not supposed to be that tall and move like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Matt Six, why do you think LeBron James is the reason why people don't want to come to the Lakers?
I'm sure he got to do with it. I mean, any player like that gonna be difficult to deal with. I'm sure Jordan wasn't easy to deal with. We heard the stories about Jordan.
Yeah, but Jordan didn't really seek out, like, oh, I want to play with the best players ever, like the best players in the league and stuff like that. He wasn't seeking that out.
Why wouldn't you want to play with the best players in the league?
You would want to beat them. That's Jordan's mentality. I want to beat the best players in the league, not play with them.
It's not basketball ain't the same though. Like it was. Like it's competitive, but it's not.
It's not like that.
Not the same. It's a show now. So it's like it's a
reality TV show.
Yeah, it's a reality show. Yeah, that's all it is. So why not play with the best? Why not put Curry on your team? LeBron,
exactly.
Curry.
Hey, what do you guys think about Klay Thompson going to the Mavs?
And 2K, and I got shit. I created my team. I got fucking. I got Dennis Rodman, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, and Kyrie Irving as my starting five.
I know you guys are Warriors fans.
No. Matt Six is a Laker fan.
All right. What do you think about Klay Thompson going to the Mavs, Josh?
I mean, Klay Thompson's way past his prime.
You think so?
He's barely even a sixth man anymore.
They have the Warriors moved off from him like that.
I mean, maybe they didn't or whatever, but like from outside from me looking at it, Klay this past year, what did he do? Nothing.
I feel like he gonna come
Sat
out
the bench most of the fucking year.
I feel like he gonna come out and steal ball.
I mean, he's going to be that designated three. He's going to be what Ray Allen was at the end of his career. Just somebody who posts up at the fucking 3-point line and they give it to him and he jacks him up. That's it.
That's kind of what
that's going to be all Klay Thompson's game over there.
That's really what the Mavs need is somebody to do that because they ain't got nobody to do that. They have nobody to do that. That's what fucked him. And then they go out and get Klay Thompson. And it's like, you ain't need to do too much. Just stand over there. We'll hit you. You fucking, you do what you do.
Don't have to play too much defense and everything. But it's just, again, like the worth to the war. Like, I understand, 4 championships, all that other kind of stuff. But how long are you going to ride that nostalgia train before you need to move on?
Didn't they just win it like 2 years ago?
2-3 years ago, I think. Yeah.
So
but that was all on the back. That was all on the back of Steph Curry, and that's not even debatable. It's not even close to being debatable. Klay Thompson was almost a fucking no-show throughout those finals. So that's like, and that was where I think the beginning of the end was.
Well, I think the beginning of
realizing that we maybe
I think
not.
the beginning of the end for the Warriors is when Draymond fucking punched Poole.
I think none of them was the same after that. I mean,
after that shit, nobody wanted to be there anymore, bro. Nobody wanted to play with Draymond no more.
I said you get away from that toxic environment.
Nobody wanted to be around.
Do great things.
Yeah, but that's also on the Warriors organization for not fucking holding Draymond accountable. That's on Steph Curry for not getting into Draymond's face and be like,
what's that? What ass Steph gonna do?
Granted, I was gonna say,
Draymond would have punched it too.
If Draymond would have punched Steph, he would have been off the team immediately. Like there wouldn't have even been a second chance. He would have been off the team immediately. They would have released his ass the very next minute had that happened. So I think if anybody, Steph could be the one to come up. But I don't think Steph is that type of vocal lead. Like, I'm not saying he's not a leader, but he's not like the vocal leader.
Steph seems like the dude to be like throwing up.
Hey guys, stop! Hey,
he seems like the guy like throwing up a layup, going, "You guys are dumb." He seems like that guy. That's the kind of leader he is. You guys are stupid, bro. What are you doing? Fucking still shooting? Like,
has Draymond retired yet, or is he still looking for a team?
I mean, as far as I know, he's still signed with the Warriors.
They got rid of Klay, but they kept Draymond. Yeah. Yeah. I think Draymond has some sort of dirt on somebody in that organization right now.
It's probably Kerr.
Damn, he's got dirt on Kerr?
Yeah.
Is that why Steve Kerr doesn't tell him shit?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, we got some shit.
What could you possibly have on Steve Kerr?
I don't know, man.
That could be that damaging for him to shut the fuck up.
Bro,
we don't know what's going on behind closed doors around them towns. We ain't privileged like that.
No.
We ain't privy to that NBA life like that, so we don't know.
See, this is one of those situations where I really hope you're wrong. Steve Kerr seems like way too good of a guy to me for that type of crazy shit. Hey, but you know what? Sometimes
you never know what you never know, bro.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's
those guys. Be mafia for all we know.
He might. He could be. We know. We had those stories. Jordan was affiliated with him at some point or another. That's why Daddy's gone.
There you
You
go.
know, but were you on with us when Dub brought that up, Caleb?
Yeah,
Jordan's kids?
No, Jordan's dad, when he passed away back in the day, and so before he retired the first time to go play baseball, they said that Jordan's dad was murdered by the mob because Jordan owed a shit ton of money. And that was the collateral because Jordan's dad was murdered under very suspicious circumstances. I don't even think the killer was found, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so people Doug brought that up saying that it was a possible mob hit, which if you kind of, especially how much of a fucking degenerate gambler that Michael Jordan was. Like we all saw The Last Dance. This motherfucker's playing a quarters game on the rug with a fucking hall monitor, for money. Like this dude would find any excuse to put money on something.
He never
I
bet on
would
the
not
league?
even doubt. I wouldn't doubt that Michael Jordan has bet on the league while he was with the league. I wouldn't doubt that whatsoever.
They caught him. It was two teenagers. One Native American and one black were convicted of the murder of James Jordan.
Oh, they
Both
did. Oh, okay.
life sentences in separate North Carolina prisons.
Was it? They said it was like a car theft gone wrong or something. Like originally,
It says they both had conflicting stories. Yeah.
Okay, so they did get caught. They were probably hired by the mob. Get a bunch of stooges who won't, get their shit together to do something for them. Somebody who's down on their luck. Hey, go get me this car. And if the person or whatever gives you any type of trouble, just get rid of them. They probably didn't even know who the fuck it was. That's crazy. That's crazy shit. But yeah, dude, Jordan did. Yeah, but his kids and stuff. I think Jordan might have sold his soul. Jordan might have sold his soul to the point where he's like, yeah, my kids aren't getting any of my athletic genes, whatsoever. Sold his soul for the 6 rings and the $1 billion shoe company. Because never did shit as an owner. Barely doing shit as a golfer. Barely doing shit as anything else other than the damn shoe brand. But when it comes to, I don't know, man. Like when I look at LeBron, it's like for me, like I do realize that he's a great player, but there's so much about him that just like it rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know why. Like I've never seen a great player cry so fucking much. You're that good. Why do you need to bitch and complain and
I think it's
as big as he is should not be flopping against guys that are undersized.
I was gonna say I think it was the he basically like standardized the flop. You know what I mean? He standardized that shit, and that became all across the league. Man was like 6'10", 250 pounds and shit, running like a 4. You know what I mean? And this guy is getting pushed around by a guy who's like 6'4", 190 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, just whole hell of a lot of crying. It's like,
why are you playing like that, bro? You're so big and strong. Like you're gonna get the call regardless, because they are fouling you.
And the Lakers get the call more often than any other team in the league.
He literally he's so goddamn strong. It's like how do you play that soft?
No, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because he's played that soft to where it's like, oh, don't touch me. So all those rules came in. Maybe that's why he's been able to play for so long.
He's like the Tom Brady of the NBA, bro. Literal rule changes to help him.
Hey, Jordan had the same thing though. Like we can't lie. Jordan had rules changed. Like before they had the rule changes for Jordan, he was getting his ass beat by the Celtics and the fucking Pistons before they started,
Okay, but we're talking about defense versus assault. You know what I mean? Like, it's two completely different things, bro.
when the Pistons were playing, that was all assault.
That was assault. That wasn't defense. That was just, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna punch the shit out of you. We're gonna elbow the shit out of you. We're gonna throw shoulders, throw whatever the fuck we can at you, in hopes that you fucking can't walk away. That you literally just die on this court right now.
It's like how football was back in the day. They had bounties on people.
You know, that kind of shit.
Take them out.
But now we're talking about guys playing hard fucking defense and dudes just falling on the ground like, shit. Like, come
My
on,
neck,
bro.
my back, my neck and my back.
It's like you guys are all like 6'10". You can't be falling around like that, bro. Like, causing earthquakes and shit. Big.
Not even that, bro. Where do they're tall and lanky now. It's not like every 7-footer is Shaq.
Yeah,
Like all the 7-footers nowadays are like built like Kevin Durant, just fucking lanky ass people.
They're built like Scar King.
Yeah, just lanky ass, just all arms and legs. Like that's all it is.
Crazy. Wemby is. I looked at Wemby. I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
How does something like that even? Like he's something out of like a PC mod. Like he's
when
they're bigger than everybody
Fall
on the arms
when
and
Taco
shit.
Fall first came into the league. Like, holy shit.
It's like, how does somebody who looks so uncoordinated, be able to do half of that?
Because literally, bro, he puts his hand up, and the rim is literally under at his wrist.
Yeah, he didn't have to jump. Wemby didn't have to jump whatsoever.
You guys got guys like Boban.
That's what I don't understand. How you get guys that tall and their team still suck.
Right.
All you got to do is just stand under the rim. It ain't like they go, just stand there. Just throw me an alley-oop every time. I'm already at the basket.
Fucking Boban, man. That man is a man of the people, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Boban's a sweetheart. That man is gentle soul.
That man needs to be protected at all costs. The funniest shit, bro.
That is a gentle soul, right there.
You guys
gentle
see
giant
the chicken wing night? The chicken wing night that
The chicken wing night?
Yeah, there was like I think it was like if the opposing team didn't like.
That's when he missed that shit on purpose.
Yeah, and then he looks at the crowd and goes, "You guys want chicken?" Everybody's like, "Yeah."
Everybody got a free chicken sandwich or something like that.
Yeah.
What the?
He won the crowd fucking free Chick-fil-A or some shit like that. Like, he's just looking around, bro. He's looking around. It's a blowout, man. Just looks around. You guys want chicken sandwiches? Yeah, you guys want the sandwiches? Okay.
Okay, I got you guys. That's fucking hilarious. I didn't even know that. That's hilarious.
That's probably why he can't stay on one team, is because it costs the owners too fucking much money. That's why everybody.
We can't get. It's like Jackie Moon in semi-pro.
Yeah.
Blocking his own teammate's shot because he didn't want to have to give free.
He made the full court shot. He's been waiting on the dude's money. Dude's been waiting on that money forever. Like,
he
full court shot. He's like, his foot was at the line. No, it was a clean shot. No.
Time out for his own teammate.
I can't fucking pay that.
You're gonna have to figure it out, Jackie. Like, goddamn. I mean, but the things are starting to. I saw something earlier today that made me think, and I think about it because, and I laughed at Mizzle and I texted him when it happened too. Apparently, there's a trade rumor going around that the 49ers are going to be possibly trading Brandon Ayuk to the Las Vegas Raiders for a 3rd-round pick and Devontae Adams.
That's not happening.
Don't fuck around and give us Devontae Adams, people. Don't do that.
Don't think that would be good for y'all.
What? Devontae Adams?
Yeah, I don't think he'd
They do shit right before I
be a good fit.
can't wait to run that video back again next year.
I don't think he'd be a good fit for y'all's locker room.
Why do you say that?
Because y'all got Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey. Y'all spread the ball around, bro. Devontae hates that shit.
He want to be the main guy. He want to.
I want all the touchdowns. I want all the receptions. I want everything. That's how that man thinks. The 49ers run on a selfless system.
And that's why Brandon Ayuk is on his way out.
That's what I'm saying.
Do y'all think he's worth 30 mil?
They selfish over there.
Selfish worth 30 mil?
I don't know. He's really good.
With a good quarterback, yeah.
People sleep on him for sure.
Who?
Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, I think so too. I think he's a really great receiver too, but I don't know about 30 million.
No.
I don't know about Amon-Ra St. Brown money. I don't know about that. I don't know about, top tier, top 3, top 5 wide receiver money. I don't know.
If anybody deserved that, it's fucking Debo.
I mean, because he does it all.
He does so much. And he runs like Anquan Bolden, bro. Like, in a running back's body. People just be bouncing off that man. It's stupid.
Anquan Bolden's wasn't very known for speed, right?
No, but people fucking run into it. He's big as shit, bro. He's built like that guy. What the fuck? He built like Anquan Bolden at receiver. This shit is wild.
I think he's shorter but bigger than Anquan Bolden was.
Bro, but like he literally just has people just fall off of him. Like like they hit and he be taking shots, bro. And motherfuckers just fall.
He made Jalen Ramsey look like a fool at one point.
Like that shit is crazy to me. I don't think I've ever seen like someone consistently do that. You know what I mean? Take a shot, right when he catches the fucking ball and just bounce off like a fucking.
But think about it.
And the dude
think about it this way though. Think about it this way though. When we're talking about Brandon Ayuk, and I make this point when I try to see what people think about the whole $30 million. Is he worth $30 million? Emmanuel Acho made a pretty good point when it came to this. When you look at the 49ers offense, they do a lot of motions and stuff like that to get people open. They mostly do that with Debo. They mostly do that with McCaffrey. They mostly do that with Kittle. They put them in motions they have play designs that get them open.
But
they don't hold on. They don't do that with Ayuk. They don't motion him like that to get him open and stuff. He has to do it on his own.
He's an edge receiver.
But even Debo is considered
edge. Debo's a slot all fucking day, bro.
So then you're not going to pay him that type of money then. If he's a slot, you're not going to pay him wide receiver 1 money. You're not.
Not unless you.
And if Brandon Ayuk is the one who's playing the wide receiver 1 slot.
But bro, Debo carries the work. He carries the work of a wide receiver 1. Just based on what the offense is built on. He's a wide receiver 1 in the 49ers offense. He's a 2 or 3 anywhere else.
But then again, like I said, with Ayuk, they don't motion him to get him open. He has to win his one-on-ones. And he got over 1,300 yards this season.
That's great. And he should
even with all of the weapons that the 49ers have.
I know. So that's probably why he's sitting there saying, I'm worth this amount of money. Because he did outperform most of the fucking league this year. In terms of stats.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's why I look at it and go like, is he worth 30 million? I'm not sure.
I mean, maybe not sure. Maybe not to the Niners and their offense, no. But bringing in a guy like Devontae Adams is not going to help that situation.
A part of me thinks if we had a natural wide receiver one, that would complete the offense.
No. What you guys need is the right side of your line.
Well, that's also true. That's main top priority. Number one is the right side of the
no,
line.
that's all problem solved. You have the weapons. You have Debo, you have Kittle, you have McCaffrey. You can ride those guys like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You really don't need a wide receiver one, the big tall. You don't need them. Not with the way Shanahan's offense is run.
True.
You could have smaller, faster guys because of the way he runs his offense. Those kind of guys thrive in that offense.
Yeah. So do you think if Brandon Ayuk went to another team that he would be as successful?
I think he would, as long as he's got a decent quarterback.
So he's not one of those receivers you think that can make the quarterback look good?
No.
So that's where it drops off.
That might be where the drop off is.
Where the argument of $30 million is, are you good enough to make the quarterback look good?
You have to look at it, right? He didn't make Trey Lance look like God. He didn't make
in the 2 games that he played.
He didn't make Jimmy G look great. He didn't make, was it Darnold? Sam Darnold?
Darnold, I don't even think played anything past the preseason.
But as soon as he got a decent quarterback in there with Purdy, and somebody who knew the system and knew what was going to be asked of him and was going to run that, offense the way Kyle Shanahan intended it.
Yeah.
Right. The minute he got someone like that, his stats skyrocketed. He's definitely not the kind of talent that makes everybody, makes the quarterback look like God. For sure not.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he goes somewhere, maybe even in Detroit, even if he goes to Detroit.
They don't need him in Detroit, I don't think.
Well, Josh Reynolds is dog shit, bro. Like, compared to Ayuk.
True, but I don't think Detroit is. I think if Brandon Ayuk goes anywhere,
I hope it's not to the Raiders, because that'd be the death of his career.
No, I think the best team for Brandon Ayuk to go to would be the Baltimore Ravens.
No,
because hold on.
Yeah, I get it. He's a great blocker.
No. Hear me out. The reason why I saved the Baltimore Ravens is because that's a very much run-heavy style of offense as well. It's a zone run, read option, everything with Lamar. With that offense, Brandon Ayuk, I think, can be able to thrive. I think he would be good in that offense. Now, him wanting to go to there was a room he wanted to go to Washington. I don't know what the fuck you're going to find out there in Washington. But I mean, maybe that could be. I mean, you got, Scary Terry out there still. How long he's going to be in Washington, we don't know. But that would be a pretty decent combination. I mean, Terry McLaurin and Brandon Ayuk, that would be pretty decent.
Who the fuck is going to throw to them?
They just drafted Daniels from LSU, the Heisman winner.
Jaden Daniels?
Yeah. They got him at number 2.
Well, that's going to be the Baltimore Ravens in a year, bro. Like,
what do you mean?
Jaden Daniels is a freak athlete. He's going to be running that ball.
Oh, you think that's how Washington is going to be? They're going to be turning into like something like Baltimore?
Yeah.
Run heavy, that style?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know he can sling it, but like, he's got way too much athletic ability to just only sling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm excited to see what Michael Penix does because I truly believe by the end of preseason, Kirk Cousins is going to be out of a job.
don't you think so?
Honestly,
Even all the money they paid him.
but I think that's the only reason why you keep him on as a backup. You rotate him. Michael Penix is a fucking beast, though, bro. Everybody knows it.
No, I know that. I
That-
liked him. I liked him over Caleb Williams.
That guy's insane throwing the football.
Yeah, he's accurate as shit. He's very
He's got
accurate.
deep ball prowess. He's got everything.
Did you hear how Caleb Williams was trying to structure his contract?
I don't care. I really don't.
He was trying to get the payments to go to an LLC and also structure it to where the payments were not payments, they were forgivable loans.
No.
He's trying to crack that tax system, bro. He's trying to get all the money he can. He's trying to keep all of that fucking money.
In 5 years, it sounds like there's gonna be some shit going on with fucking Caleb Williams in 5 to 10 years. He's trying to take advantage of the taxes and all that shit like that. I guarantee you he's gonna be in a racketeering shit.
Damn.
And some tax fraud later on in life.
He's already showing the signs.
Like that shit is crazy, bro.
I don't know, man. I think we
How
will.
how is somebody that full of themselves is what I want to know.
People have been blowing smoke up his ass his whole career, bro. That's what happens.
He was trash in USC.
I don't know what to tell you.
He was trash at Oklahoma.
Everybody's trash in Oklahoma, but that's just not here nor there.
I don't understand what people see in this guy.
I don't either.
Not with a guy like Michael Penix in the same fucking draft.
Again, preaching to the choir. You're talking to about a guy who couldn't beat Utah at all throughout his career. He had losing records. I think he only beat a top 25 team once throughout his entire career there at USC. But they had been blowing smoke up his ass since he got there, talking about the greatest prospect of all time, fucking Jordan Palmer, opening his goddamn mouth again. And why people are still looking at Jordan Palmer like he's the guru god himself when he wasn't shit in the NFL. Like, what are we talking about?
I trust Trent Dilfer more than I trust
Jordan Palmer.
But hey, no, I'm not gonna lie to you. Trent Dilfer has a gift for coaching.
And some players do. That's what your calling is. You get a little bit of experience to get into coaching. That's what it is. But, ladies and gentlemen,
gotta go.
Last portion of the show.
Last portion of the show, baby. Let's
the head
go.
referee of the A7FL, which the championship is this Sunday. Do not miss it. A7FL.tv or the A7FL YouTube channel. Please welcome to the show probably one of the most hated and beloved characters of the A7FL, Mr. Will Franklin.
I 100%. The habitual line stepper. What's up, guys, man? Appreciate you guys having me on, man. Listen, I apologize for being late. It's been a hell of a day. I'm getting ready to go out to Ocean City to ref some basketball tomorrow, and then I'll be up there Saturday night for in Jersey. You guys gonna be there?
Me or us? No, that's going East Coast is a little too much at this point in time. But we know Dub from Vegas. I know him for sure is heading down there. But I don't know about anybody else, but us for sure. Like, no, we weren't going to be down there this year. Unfortunately, as much fun as that would be.
Who's my other man up in here, man? I never seen him before, man. Who's my guy over here?
Oh, this one right here. So this is my younger brother. This is Caleb. He's joining us. I don't know if you were at the beginning of the show, but Kay is no longer.
I'm aware of Caleb.
Oh, what are we talking about? Wait, what?
You talking about me at
Big
the
baby Jesus up here.
Baby Jesus.
Yeah.
DJ Madsticks, one of the original JAFFOs.
He was the DJ at the
Okay, I
championship
got you. One of the
last
original JAFFOs.
year.
I
Yeah.
DJ'd at the Giants championship game.
In Arizona. I was like, Will, I know you were there. I know you heard the music and everything like that. You know, he's probably a little frozen right now. Yep, it's frozen in that point.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Are you guys out west?
Yeah, we're in Sacramento, and Caleb is out in
Oh, okay,
Dallas.
okay, cool. All right, awesome, man. I go back home often to Reno, and I end up in Sacramento a lot because that's where my son is stationed.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So why are you one of the more hated referees in the league? I don't understand. What's going on?
You know, okay. So, man, you know, I'll tell you what. For a few reasons, maybe. Okay. I used to be a player in this league, so I've always been on the pages. And I think you said it last week, right? Where, you know, you don't see a referee this visible as much as I am. And I'll get into some little heated debates here and there. And, you know, I had a dude call me out my name and man, we got to talk about that. Why I wasn't in Ohio. I don't think I've ever talked about to anybody, but we'll get into that.
Right.
I'm outspoken. I'm outspoken on everything I handle. I'll tell you the number one reason why I'm hated is because I handle disciplinary shit. I handle suspensions. And people just don't like the rules enforced on them. I'm anal, right? I'm anal about the rules. I'm anal about suspensions. I'm anal about, you know, all kinds of stuff, man. I just cannot be negotiated with, man. And people don't like that shit, I guess.
It happens.
So by that being said, you know, we're talking about Ohio. I'm sure you were part of one of the main decision makers on how the law was handed out with both the Watchmen and the Chaos.
Yeah, I would say that I was definitely a part of that. You know, I can't get into the suspensions like in detail. But yeah, like you know, as soon as something like that happens, I mean, I was watching it live. You know what I mean? Like, here's what I guess what people don't know, man, is like what happened on the internet was like what you guys seen on the internet and post art was like 2.5 minutes of that fight. That fight was 8 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like it was going down, man. That was a black eye, man, on the league, man. That was a bad day in A7FL. That was probably the worst day of A7FL, and I really feel like had I been there, probably wouldn't have happened. I'll be honest with you. I think that's a lot of people's sentiment.
So then, why? I mean, you were in Jersey, weren't you?
No, I didn't go up to Jersey. That was the same week that Heist came out to Jersey. I wasn't in Jersey either. I was just in Baltimore. That's probably the first week ever in the history of me being a referee in this league that I was probably stagnant.
Yeah. So then, I mean, let's get into it. Why weren't you in Ohio?
So me and one of the Chaos coaches. So all right. So there's who's the quarterback of the Crush? I forget his name. But he posted some pictures and some videos on his Facebook, and in one of his videos he got hit, and he got hit illegally, and my question was, hey, was there a flag thrown on this play? And it started a nice rules and penalties type of conversation, right? One of the chaos assistant coaches decided to come on the thread and call me out my name, and I told him, like, bruh, you know, this is just a discussion that we're having. You know, he's calling me like, you know, like a punk and some other stuff or whatever. And I let him know, I'm like, listen, man, like, we're men first. Like, I'm coming to Ohio, like I'll slap the beard off your fucking face. You keep talking that shit, right? Like I'm not fucking with you. I don't know who you think you're talking to right now, right? We're men first, right? But this was a nice, it was a good discussion. People had their opinions on the discussion at hand. Rules and everything else is right up my wheelhouse. So he screenshotted that response, sent it to Joe, the division owner. The division owner Joe called the CEO, talking about he didn't want me there because he thought I was going to be biased. I'm like, really? Okay. And you see where that got you.
That's crazy.
And the bias thing is where I still don't understand that whole.
Well,
The East
listen,
Coast
because
bias.
I don't know, man. Listen, I honestly, guys, I could give a shit less who wins any of these damn games. If when the A7FL wins, I win. You know what I mean? Like I'm a part of corporate. Like I'm a part of the sweat equity, even financial equity to make this league go. You know what I mean? Like I love this league. Man, I've been a part of this league since before it was A7 and people were jumping fences to play football, right? So yeah, it's been, I've been a part of this thing for some time, man. So when I first joined this league, man, let me tell you why I'm the head ref in this league, and it's probably by osmosis, man. Not really osmosis, but this is a rough league to ref in, man. And we went through like 60 or 70 refs in my first like 2 years of being the ref here. And then there was just nobody left. Like guys were leaving left and right. I was the only one with the toughest skin. And I had to build my tough skin here in Baltimore, which is probably the hardest market, to ref in, right? On top of being, top 5 murder capital in the country, right? You know what I mean? Like these guys out here, man, they're great guys, man, but they gonna let you know, they're gonna try your patience out here, man. Like they're gonna try every part of you. But once they seen I wasn't going anywhere, man, somehow, I became the head ref, but became kind of a mentor to the guys out here, became Uncle Will, all that kinds of stuff, man. Yeah, it's been a hell of a journey, man. I love this league. This is my favorite time of the year. Yeah, man. I love A7FL, bro.
What made you want to be a part of it from the very beginning? Like what was it about the
From the
league that caught your attention?
So my history, man, a lot of people know me, man. A lot of people know me as Black Baby Jesus. Like you guys are some of the few people that actually know my government name, man. It's BBG, Black Baby Jesus with a G, right? Actually, that's my PlayStation name. It's been my PlayStation name for over like 25 years, right?
Yeah. Look that up.
But my mentor actually got me into reffing. I played one season in this league, right? And back then the rules weren't so what the rules are now. But when you watch somebody get body slammed on their neck, you know what I mean? Like the way my 401k was set up at the time, I couldn't fuck with that. So my guy who was the head ref, Leroy, God rest his soul, man, Leroy Anderson, he was the head ref here in Baltimore. He was like, man, listen, looks like you got the demeanor for reffing. You know what I'm saying? He's seen me at quarterback, how I handle the guys. He's like, maybe you look into reffing, and he got me into a training class, man, for football, lacrosse, basketball. And my reffing career has kind of taken off since then, but it started off from playing and then not wanting to get, DDT'd out there on the field, right? And wake up Monday morning, you're still at the same field. I've seen some crazy shit in this league.
Yeah, I mean, I remember, and I hear the stories, from the Town Beef days and everything else, like with Corey and Big Rob and Matt Ryan, who's a big historian and stuff like that of the league, being able to kind of hear from what it was to what it is now. You've seen it from, the growth. And I've said it, I love it. I love having a referee that's vocal, that's not afraid to, get in the player's face if need be, that's not afraid to tell people, hey, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, I thoroughly do enjoy that. But as much as we love the league too, since we started, really kind of paying attention and getting more involved and even talking with everybody with the league and stuff now. How difficult is it when we're dealing with rough situations like what happened in that playoff game when you know what could be?
You talking what playoff game? Which one specifically?
I mean, I didn't want to. We're talking about the Ohio Baltimore game. I'm talking about like when shitty situations happen.
You
How
know,
far
man,
back does that kind of like set back the league?
I don't think it really sets us back, man, because man, it's very difficult. Like this, I hate this portion of like these conversations because we should be so much further as a league, right? When you're sitting here on ESPN and you're seeing fucking professional tag and fucking professional pillow fighting, like what the fuck is going on? Like we have a very unique product here, like you know what I'm saying? Like in the world of football and entertainment, right? Professional tag and flag football becoming an Olympic sport and stuff like that, man. So I don't think that Ohio set us back because we're just not big enough on people's radars to for it to really affect us. I mean, that went crazy on the boards for like what, a week and a half. I mean,
Yeah.
a guy inside the lines tagged ESPN and TMZ Sports and all them, everybody he could tag in every little piece of propaganda he could put together, right? Including tagging my ass 70 times in posts and shit. But I don't think that brawl set us back. I think that got we got off air fast enough. You know, nothing, you know. Listen, at one point in time with that game, we were thinking about letting those teams replay and using the footage of the fight as the promo to the game. Yeah. Listen, man, we were trying to innovate, my guy. We over here trying to innovate. So yeah, man. I don't think it set us back as a league. I really don't. That was a debacle, man. That was a bit of a debacle. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That started with the referees. That started with the referees, and I'm just being honest with you guys right now. I've never talked outside of this. I'm probably gonna get a call from someone to try to muzzle me. You know, because I know you guys are worldwide and in 85 countries and all that kinds of shit. We're getting there. We're all getting there.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's gonna try to muzzle my black ass for saying this, but yeah, man, it was that started from the before the game even started with the referees. I was getting calls in pregame about it was just we had too many inexperienced refs out there. Let me just say that. It started with the refs. There was you know there was three solid refs out there. But it just I was getting calls pregame before the coin toss, and it was already becoming a problem. And then to see it exacerbated on the field, I was just disappointed, man.
That whole
We had our first corporate meeting after the fight. I said to those people, I said, listen, that was a refereeing debacle, right? And I mean, just about everyone on the corporate team was like, that was a mistake not to have you there. And but listen, because Joe, who's a division owner, went to the CEO of the company, he put the CEO of the company in a little bit of a predicament. But I don't understand how me defending myself online and telling the guy not to call me out my name, right? Is it is what it is.
I mean, certain things happen, and where the chips fall, that's where they end up falling. But I mean, for me, looking at it, I just go, because there's so much potential, and there's so much that could actually happen and go on with this league. That seeing something like that, it's just kind of one of those. It's upsetting to me because you wish for better. But how difficult is it being a referee in this league and keeping it all together?
I'm sorry, you froze up, man. I couldn't hear your
Uh,
question. You were
no,
it was
I
getting real
was,
robotic. It might be my reception of the area that I'm in.
I was saying, how difficult is it to ref in these games and keep the control? I'm still
Do you say
trying to
how
hear
hard
you.
is it?
Yeah, how hard is it to ref these games
You
and
are cutting in and
keep
out.
it to keep it under control?
You know what? I don't think it's hard. Um, yeah, I don't think it's hard at this point in the league because I think I've earned the respect of the players, right? And they may not like me, but they respect me. They know when I show up, there's not going to be much bullshit going on. Like I'm the guy. We've got a lot of stuff at our a lot of tools. Um, that we're able to use in our league, like unique things, like we're able to sit people down for a quarter or a half or kick them out of games, right? I try not to kick people out of games, right, unless you really really just earn it. But we have so many tools at our disposal, man. People know that when I show up, it's not going to be, well, first of all, they know I'm coming with all my bullshit, right? You got to be ready for Will Franklin's bullshit, so you need to shut the fuck up. You got to play ball, right? And you got to keep it clean, man, or else you out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, guys know I got to go to therapy in the off season and not to throw this flag as much as I really want to, right? Just I'm a flagaholic, dog. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I travel with 2 or 3 of these things, man. I've just gotten down to this season where I only travel with one. Um, but yeah, man, it's not hard to manage these games anymore, especially when you know what you're doing. We have so many unique rules, and I think that's the biggest thing. And that's the biggest thing that we're going to go into this off season is a real training program for the referees that we are going to that we're going to have with us next year. We've got some really really great referees across the country that do college ball. Preston is going to be the white hat tomorrow. I believe he's a Pac-12 ref. I know
Oh,
he does
nice.
big time college football. You know what I mean? We're flying him out here for the championship game. It's going to be 4 Jersey refs. I'm sorry, 4 East Coast refs, and then Preston coming, right? But it's not difficult, man. It's not difficult. The guys have the confidence in me that I know the rules, that I'm going to enforce everything. I don't get accused of bias or cheating or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like, the guys know that I'm solid. I just want to grow the league. I don't give a shit who wins.
That makes
Speaking of
sense.
growing the league, I keep hearing there's talks about y'all coming to Texas.
Man, listen, I have no idea why we're not in Texas, right? I don't understand how we had a division in Boston
It's
before we have one in Texas or Georgia.
such a big market out here, like, and people would love, especially these country folk, they would love seeing people like no pads, no nothing, just backyard football, like
Love to get it out there at some point.
I would
That's
love this to take over in Texas. When we were getting shout outs from Deion Sanders, he was in Texas. Sorry guys, I'm getting dropped off right now.
Oh no, all good.
You can stop here. It's just fine. I'll go from here. Just back out. All right. Give me a second. All right, I'm out of the car, so you guys might not be able to see me as well.
All good.
But yeah, no, Texas would be a hell of a market for us to be in. It's huge, you know what I mean? And I don't know why we're not in that market. We need to be selling some teams or some franchises out there. That's what I don't know why we're not in Texas. I think the potential out in Texas is huge.
especially you got a lot of guys out here that either didn't have, I mean, yeah, you didn't have the grades, they got out of JUCO, no offers, no, there's a lot of guys out here that can ball.
And and we all know how much of a religion football is out there in Texas. So
You know what though? Let me say this much. Like, we have a Los Angeles division, right? And semi-pro football is so big in Southern California that it didn't leave much room for us out there. But I don't think we marketed correctly out there. Because there's a shitload of talent out there as well.
yeah.
But I don't know what the logistics are in Texas that that are keeping us from out there. I don't know if it's a matter of interest. I know we get a whole bunch of emails. You guys, forgive me if you can't see me, man. Hopefully, you
you're
guys can
good.
still hear me.
You're good. We can hear you.
Yeah. So I'm dumbfounded why we're not in Texas. I can't wait. You know what I mean? Because I love going to all these different markets. I'm probably the only person in the league that has seen every team play in person, right? Um, so I love it.
That's awesome.
I
So
wish we could get to Texas.
it'll happen. It'll happen. I have a real good feeling that it's going to happen. But going into this last thing before we let you go, going into Sunday, what is something that you're looking forward to the most? How excited are you for the championship, the 10th season?
Oh shit! I came on here to make predictions and take bets, just like you guys. I'm not controversial for nothing. Let's get. I got my money on. No, I'm just fucking with you.
We know we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to seeing the guys on there and the whole league growing and having another unbelievable game. I know the BIC have been licking their chops to get back to this point. We know the Insomniacs have been doing the same thing. This is kind of the matchup that people wanted last year that they're getting now in the 10th season. So I know we're super excited to see it. We know everyone else that we've talked to is super excited for it. Will, one of the best minds, man.
I appreciate it,
love
man.
talking to you. It's fun. I love hearing a referee being able to give some of that shit talk. But what is the one thing that you're excited for the most for this Sunday?
The one thing I'm most excited for. Sorry, man, I gotta get my beer open, dog. Listen, this segment is brought to you by Bud Light Platinum. Goddamn. Man, this is gonna be an absolute dogfight, man. Like this is gonna be Bloods and Crips, dog. This is gonna be blood in, blood out, right? I'm looking forward to the blood. You know what? You've got the number, in my opinion, the best offensive line against the best defensive line. Now, one thing that you're going to see different in this championship than you've seen in last championship, and it's something we experimented with it last round, we're going to have 5 refs on the field. 2 of them are going to be behind the quarterback. So all of that shit going on down there with Big Valley. I'm really looking forward to Valley and Kenny Mack, man. That's the matchup. I don't give a damn about a wide receiver. I don't give a damn about a touchdown pass. I don't give a damn about 500 yards and 6 touchdowns and 400 yards rushing. I just want to see, man. I just want to see some titty wrestling. That's what I want to see. These two just slapping each other all game long, man. That's the one thing that me and my guys been talking about, man. Like me and Big Rob or Matt Ryan or just some of the other guys around the league that I talk to. That's probably the trenches is the one thing that I cannot wait to see. That defensive line from the Insomniacs, that offensive line from more so than last year, man. Last year was so good. It's hard to speak against that, man. But I'm really looking forward to the chess match of what this game is going to bring. Right? It's going to be so important. Saving your timeouts. It's going to be penalties are going to matter. Extra points are going to matter. But those trenches, man. I don't think I've ever anticipated a game where the trenches are going to be this talented on both sides. I'm envisioning a stalemate. I would love for this game to be like 18-19, right? It's probably going to end up being like 50-60 or some shit like that.
High scoring football.
Yeah, high scoring football. Shit. Last year in the playoffs in Ohio, I had a tackle. I'm looking forward to maybe increasing my fantasy stats this season. Got my black ass ran over last year by one of the Nightcrawler guys, but I'm looking to improve my playoff stats. How about that? I'm a step in front of something.
and he can laugh at himself as well. That's just the beauty of the whole thing.
Man.
Will, we appreciate you for being on the show, sir. Anytime you want to come back on and shoot the shit and talk some more,
Listen, right
by
after the
all means.
championship game, right
Oh,
after
yeah.
the championship game, I want to be the first guest. I'm giving the takes. I'm giving the whole Stephen A. from
Let's do
firsthand
it.
perspective.
Let's do it. I'm
Yeah.
down with that. I'm down with that. Ladies and gentlemen, the head referee of the A7FL, Mr. Will Franklin. Thank you, Will.
See you guys Sunday,
Appreciate it.
man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. Keep looking forward to it.
All
And ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for hanging on the show with us. We appreciate Will Franklin coming in talking, and that was hilarious. When you get more time with him again, after the A7FL championship, once again, go to a7fl.tv or the A7FL YouTube channel. We might get a little bit of a reaction videos and stuff going with Mizzle from the Mizzle and Dub show. Happy for Dub for getting his ass out there to Jersey. I really hope we get to hear that Matt Ryan, Dub Alvarez collaboration in the commentary booth. That's going to be insane. But if you guys are excited for some good football, get there. No pads, no helmets, just fucking nuts. Just getting out there. And like Will Franklin said, maybe we'll see some good titty slapping going on. Just men on men hitting meat on meat. That's what we're getting. Pause. But ladies and gentlemen, for myself, JP, for the best DJ in the world, Mr. DJ Matt Sticks, and the quarterback, Caleb. We'll see you guys again next time. Deuces.